Good morning to all present here. I am very happy to stand here again after a few days. Firstly, I'm so nervous to stand here. I'm back here and my teachers are listening my words. I didn't expect that I would speak in front of my teachers after finishing my schooling. Just 3 months back, I was sitting as one among you, and now I'm speaking in front of my teachers. It's so happy, and firstly, I'm not here to advise you. I'm just here to personally share what I did in my 11th and 12th journey. What worked for me, may not work the same for you, but if my experience can guide you a little, I will consider it worthwhile. So I'm not here to advise, I'm just to share. And now, firstly, I will start with my academic journey. So, firstly, for physics, I didn't just memorize. You should understand the concept. In the 11th standard, when I entered 11th standard, everything was new and it was overwhelming after 12th. There was huge increase in the number of topics and the derivations, problems, everything was new. So I focused first on the book bag questions and then I moved on to the interior in the 11th grade. But in the 12th grade, as I was very well versed with the textbook, I started learning page wise. Page wise in sense, you should understand every concept given in the book. Each line you must understand. And then, so I studied simultaneously the book bag questions and the interior questions. And one thing I wanted to say is, solve every example problems and numerical problems by your own. You must not avoid the numerical problems also. It's not that much important as the example problems, but my batch physics question paper is the best example. 2 mark compulsory question came from numerical problem. That is not so important. No one will solve that, but you must, because my batch is the best example. 141 students scored 200 out of 200 cutoff in my batch. So they all have solved that question. So you must solve the numerical questions also. You can do it in the last. I did in January month, I solved all the numerical problems also. And you must solve the one-word questions with solutions. This will help you to handle the creative questions which will be asked in the examinations. And you must also refer the PTA questions. The PTA questions, if you feel it tough, then you must read the text again. All the questions which are asked in the PTA, you must know it. It's not tough. It will be tough only when you have not revised the interior questions so clearly. So you must refer the PTA questions, and you must see many question papers. You can use the website Namma Kalvi. In that, from easy questions to tough questions, it will all the level of question will be available in the Namma Kalvi website. So, ideal question bank, it will be so tough to solve. If you solve it, then you are clear. It indicates that you are clear with the concept. And next, moving on with chemistry, I personally felt that chemistry was one of the lengthier subjects. In 11th grade, I struggled a lot to finish the portions of chemistry, and it was so tough. Only thing you must do with chemistry is repeated reading is necessary in chemistry. Starting with physical chemistry, which is less of reactions and more of expressions, you need to understand the concept. In 11th grades, you just focus on book bag questions and then interior. But in 12th, I moved on to page-wise reading. Every line I know, whatever is given in the book, you must know it. Then you will be happy. You can feel confident when you know each line. In physical chemistry, don't skip the problems. First, start with simple substitution problems, and then go on with some bada calculation problems will be there. So you can solve that. Next, concept-oriented problems will also be there. So you can solve that thirdly. So don't skip any problem in physical chemistry. And you can also solve the evaluate yourself question. It will help you to handle some creative questions which is asked. In my batch 12th question paper, a question was asked from physical chemistry. It is concept-oriented question. Expression was given and what happens when temperature increases. So you can answer these types of questions only when you understand the concept. So understanding the concept in physical chemistry is important, because even you leave 1 mark, centum is missed and 0.5 mark will be decreased from your cutoff. So be clear that you understand the concept in physical chemistry. In organic chemistry, it's tough for everyone in the beginning, but repeated reading the you must read the chapters again and again. Before moving on to the book back questions and interior questions, read the chapters, understand the mechanism. You must know what each reagent does. If water is taken as reagent and temperature, there will be two different temperature. If you heat ethene in the temperature at some temperature, it will give alcohol. If you heat two molecules of ethene in one temperature, it will give ether. So you must be clear with all the reagents and temperatures firstly. So read the text, organic text repeatedly. You must be clear with the mechanism first. Then you should move on to the interior questions. Interior questions in sense you must know every reactions. This time, even when I was in 11th grade and 12th grade, the compulsory was from interior and it was not an important question. It was asked from the interior part. So to attend all those questions and to secure centum, you must be clear with all the reactions. No reactions must be skipped. After understanding the concepts, mechanisms and what each reagent does, you must move on to the interior question. Then after finishing the interior question, move on to the book back. It will help you to solve book back easily. If you directly move on to book back, you will not be aware of all the reactions which is inside. So finish interior and go to book back. For book back, I used materials given from school, and also personally I used full marks guide for solving it. There will be minor mistakes. You can correct it if you find out. You can correct it by yourself. So learn every book back question also. Don't skip anything. What they will ask in public, you are not aware of it. Like so, you must solve every book back question also. And then and then in 11th, 12th standard, in lesson 14, there will be diagrams, sucrose, glucose. You must also learn those also. In PTA books, they have asked those questions. So there are possibilities to ask in the public also. So you must also go through those things. Teachers have taught some tricks to find how to draw the diagrams of glucose, sucrose. So you can follow those things from teachers. And then you must also refer the PTA questions of chemistry. It would be tough. Some questions in PTA book 1 mark especially, it will be concept wise. In organic chemistry also, if you know how the reaction works, then only you can answer those questions. So if you can't, then read the chapters again. Don't hesitate to read the chapters again and again as per organic chemistry. If you read again and again, then you will be well versed in it. It will become easier. At beginning, it would be like all reactions. When you finish at the end, you will know every page which is in the organic chemistry. And then in inorganic chemistry, 11th grade, it would be easy. Nothing much is there in inorganic chemistry in 11th. But in 12th, second chapter, third and fourth, everything is full of reactions. So you trust me, like I have personally wrote every reactions. I know every reactions which is in the inorganic chemistry too. I studied those things in the month of January, February. You must know all the reactions in that also. It would be tough, but you must repeatedly write it and you must learn it repeatedly. So then you will find it easy, because you will find out many questions which can be asked from it also. You can't say in my batch this question will not be asked. You don't guess anything. Just focus on completing each page, each chapter, each concept. And for maths, only thing I would suggest is use your handwritten notes. Don't use any guide or anything. Which what you write is the thing which you will remember the most. So follow your handwritten notes, and nothing is asked outside the book as per maths. Only 2 mark and 3 mark compulsories are asked creatively. Nothing is asked outside the book. So solve every question. I've solved every questions, including example, exercise. I will not leave any questions unsolved. So you can follow it. And proof, for proof I followed a separate note. I solved every proof, whether it is of descriptive type or derivation type. I solved every proof. So it would help you to score centum. And then for maths, even I solved QR code questions. For maths, I finished solving every questions. Then I moved on to even QR code questions. It will help you to solve some creative questions. In 2023 maths public examinations, lot of creative questions was asked. So to solve those, you can also solve the QR code question. It would help you. And You must also solve proof. Don't skip any proof. Just you must read it once, at least once you must read the proof. And then for my strategy for maths is don't skip, just don't select, solve everything and revise everything. That's it for maths. And for computer science, I felt it so easy, computer science, because my teach. I felt so easy because first I would completely read the chapter first, then I would memorize the syntax, then I would read every code and understand how the code works. Then you must move on to the book back and interior question. It would help you. And for English and Tamil, in Tamil, I read every questions in the book. In 11th, I used guide, but in 12th, I didn't use guide. Only for some 2 mark question and 3 mark question, I used guide. For Nedavina, I used full. I used to study in book only. Nedavina, I used to mark in book. 2 mark, some 2 marks I used to mark in book. And for English, use various guides. Where the 1 mark is taken, you can't guess, right? So use various guides. I used a Way to Success, Dolphin, and Sura, and yeah, 2 more guides I used. So I used 5 guides for English because each time the 1 mark which is asked is new. So you must refer all the guides. And this year question was asked from Way to Success guide. So you should also be clear that whether the answer given is correct or not, because in some guides the answer which is given will be wrong. So ask your teacher whether the answer given in that guide is right. And then that's it. I followed for the subjects. And one thing I wanted to say is have a proper sleep. Many people, what they do is there's a famous routine. They will waste full day and they will use Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, etc. up to 10:59 p.m. And then suddenly 11 p.m. they will turn into a nighttime topper. They would study from 11 p.m. to 1 p.m. It would be it is not the way. It will be not productive. It will make you stressful. And according to medical studies, there is something, 11 p.m. to 1 p.m. is meant, it is called as liver time. What is liver time is? It is the time when the liver refreshes you for the next day. It detoxifies the toxin from your body and it refreshes you for the next day. So what you people exactly do is you switch on the study lamp at 11 p.m. correctly and you study up to 2 p.m. and you think that if you study at night, like I am the hard working person. But what you do is you waste a full day and then you study. So it will not help you much. Don't study at night. It will be stressful because you people stress yourself. I was there in the position where you are. I'll be stressful, not so productive, not so active if I sacrifice my sleep. So all the teachers would repeatedly say that you must sleep. So sleep well and follow your diet too. 1 month before the board examination, don't have junk foods or all that kind of things, because in my 10th grades I had high fever on social science exam. So keeping that as an example, I didn't have junk foods in my grade 11 and 12 before 1 month or 2 months. So don't have junk foods. It would spoil your day. Like whatever you have prepared, you can't revise before the date of board exam. And then this year counseling, I would like to share about this year counseling process. The toughness of this year counseling process is so high. Like previous year, if you have cutoff of 193.5, you can get into Anna University CEG Mechanical. But this year, if you have 196 only, you can get into Anna University CEG. So what is the many students have scored high cutoff, that is 195 to 200. There are thousands of people who have scored. So even if you take 200 cutoff, you are no surety is there that you will get CSC department in Anna University. So this is the current scenario which is going on. So you can get IT or some EC, that departments. If you want a good department in top branch colleges, you must have your cutoff like 198 to 200. If you get even 197, you will be doubtful that whether I will get CSC, IT and EC. So there is very large increase in cutoff. 6 cutoff, 7 cutoff, 8, many cutoffs have been increased. And focus even on your total. Total is also important. While they are giving your rank list, total plays a major role. This time 1 to 4 ranks, they have scored 598. So how they will give rank is, if your cutoff is same, they will see your percentage of marks in maths, then they will see your physics, then what subject you have chosen, whether CS or biology, then they will see your total mark, then they will see your date of birth. So this is the order in which they will check if your cutoff is same. So if there are 141 candidates who have scored 200 cutoff. So the ranking will be like, they will see their total marks. So if you want a high rank, you must have a high total. If you have a 200 cutoff and total is low, then your rank will be beside. So for 597, the ranking starts from 5th. For 5, 6, 7, 8 and 10 are 597. And then 596, then 595. This is the way in which the ranking is given. If your total is similar, then they will check the date of birth. So there is so much competition. Even 0.5 mark will make a huge difference. And because in 1 to 141, 200 cutoff, then 199.5, there are people up to 742 rank. There are people who scored 199.5. So there is a huge competition. Even if you score 199.5, it's doubtful that whether you will get into top colleges, your favorite bands. If you want CSE, your cutoff must be 200. So there's a large competition. Value even 0.5 mark. So be aware of how the cutoff is calculated, and give special importance to maths, physics, chemistry, and even CS. So first I got 595 as my total. So they didn't award me 2 marks in Tamil. So I applied for retotaling. And be aware of what to apply for, when to apply for revaluation and retotaling. You should apply for revaluation when you wanted your script to be reevaluated again. Retotaling is to be applied when you have total mistakes and when your marks aren't the teacher have corrected your question and they haven't awarded mark. In that situation also, you should apply retotaling. So be aware of those informations also. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me.
How was your preparation for slip test and this quarterly half-yearly exam, and how it helped in your public scoring?
Daily I used to study what the teachers taught in class. I would study from 5 to 7, I would study that. And then cycle test portion, I will study from 7 to 9. Then and again I will study what the teachers taught in school. You must finish then and there, that it will reduce your burden. You must study for cycle test, but if you study beforehand, you want to revise, right? So I followed that.
Thank you so much. Sir, you are suggesting for CS students. What would you suggest for biology students?
I've seen my friends study biology. How they would study is like they won't focus book back and interior. Even 11th and 12th, they will never focus book back and interior. They will go page wise. They'll tell like they are not aware where the questions are asked from. They will ask from an interior line. Even they will say like more number of interior questions are asked. So they would opt for page wise reading. They would never tell like I'm going to read this book back question, this interior. They will say they're reading page line by line. So they'll say like it's like a story. Botany we feel tough. We'll repeatedly write and see those terms. And for zoology, they will read it like a story. They would tell like that.
Okay. If you are saying that have a good sleep, take your health, you should eat any proper thing. Okay, from the morning they are taking the classes, teachers, and we are going to home and we will do the homework. And which time it can be for reading interior. For doing the homework itself, there is no time for us. We are doing the homework from 6 to 10. We are doing each subject. We need to give importance. For completing it itself, we can we will get so tired. And for studying somewhat 1 or 2 extra questions, we may get to 4 or 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock to 6 we have to study, and then we will come to school. Then how can we?
I won't do my homework in my house. I would do in 8:30 to 9:15 I'll do my homework. Sorry to teachers. I'll do my homework. I'll copy it. I will whatever home test is given. I will always copy here. I'll know. Writing. I don't like writing, so I'll do every homework here in break, in lunch, in 8:30 to 9:50 zero period. All those time I'll do my homework. I never do my homework.
Writing gives us good practice. No.
As far as for me, I don't like writing. If I write, I will write randomly. I would scribble. I will not write properly. Good handwriting, maintaining the note. I don't. I will not up to that.
JEE preparation.
I prepared for JEE mains and advanced. I didn't fully focus on JEE mains and advanced. I focused only on boards. But in my free time, I used to solve JEE mains and advanced. I didn't go for any coaching. I had some books. For R.D. Sharma book for maths, and for physics online notes. You can take it from Vedantu website. And as I know Hindi, I followed some YouTube lectures. There will be some teachers who will be teaching so good. They will explain step by step how to handle a question which will be in JEE mains. I felt JEE mains was easy, but I didn't score well in JEE advanced. You can go for coaching because my friends who have cracked JEE advanced, everyone went to coaching. I didn't go to coaching, just I focused on boards. I cleared mains and I was selected to advanced. But as I didn't go for coaching and no extra attention to JEE advanced, I didn't clear it. So you can go for coaching, and you can they will give you modules, and you can even refer some YouTube lectures.
Thank you. For preparing a study timetable, it cannot be followed properly. What are the steps to be followed while preparing a study timetable?
While preparing the study timetable, I felt maths was my favorite subject. So I will study maths 1 hour 30 minutes is for maths. Then chemistry I felt chemistry was tough for me because the chemistry was so length. So I need more time for studying chemistry. So I studied 2 hours for chemistry. Then I would morning I would again study physics, and Tamil English I would study in weekend days. Only 4 major subjects I would study in weekdays. Tamil English I would study in weekends. Well, the ranking is given. They will not consider whether you have opted for French or Tamil. So if now first, second, third and fourth rank 598 they have scored. So they will not see whether you have choose French or Tamil. So you even you can opt for French and you can increase your total. Then you have better chances to get rank 1. So they will not see whether you are in French or Tamil. So you can opt for both. And you must be healthy. Like I'll share my personal things. I'm a vegetarian, and to be healthy, I would take some vegetable juices. Like I have investigated all the juices in liquid forms. I'm not interested in English medicine. I would not take English medicine. So I would drink the vegetable juices to be active. In that, if today's exam, I would take juices to be active, to write actively in examinations. I would take some juices. And you can also take that. You will be so active and your immunity power will boost up. And if you are interested in it, you can refer Healer Gopinath YouTube channel. There are 12 vegetables, which is it is like medicine. If you take it raw, it is medicine. If you cook, it is food. That's the difference.
What are the juices? Simply said juices, so that all your friends will also take it. As ABC, anything. What you did, I can just share it.
Not ABC juice. It's vegetable juices. I don't know the name of vegetables in English. Let me tell in Tamil. Peerkangai, Podalangai, Kathirika, Kottavaranga, and coconut, yellow pumpkin, white pumpkin. So these are the juices. It will, if you take Peerkangai, it will be active. So it may help you to listen the lessons carefully. And the only motivation is when you know why you are doing something, like you don't need any inspiration from outside, no motivation, nothing is needed. Why you need to study, why you need this rank, why you need this college, why you need this course. If you know, you will start working. So don't wait for anyone to motivate. Just motivate yourself. Believe in yourself that you can. Don't give up in any situation. And I gave up that I can't clear JEE Advance. I gave up actually, that I have to admit. If I have worked somewhat harder, I would have entered into IIT. But actually, what I did was I studied for JEE mains. I cleared it, but I didn't give that much importance for JEE Advance. So don't give up in any situation. Be strong. Believe yourself until you know what for you are doing. You don't need any inspiration. And I'll end my speech. I'm so nervous. No one is. As I'm a student, also I am not unaware what to speak in front of you. Only 3 months passed as a pass out batch student, so I'm so nervous. Thank you.
பேச வாய்ப்பளித்த முதல்வர் அவர்களுக்கும் துணை முதல்வர் அவர்களுக்கும் வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு என் பேச்சை ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன். மாநில அளவில் 3ஆம் இடத்தையும் மாவட்ட அளவில் 2ஆம் இடத்தையும் பெற்ற பவித்ராவை வாழ்த்தி என் பேச்சை தொடங்குகிறேன். பவித்ரா இந்த நிலைமைக்கு வர காரணம் உழைப்பு தான். வகுப்பில் அவளோட பாடம் நடத்துறப்ப நான் பார்த்திருக்கேன். ஒரு கொஞ்சம் கூட கவனமே சதறாது. அவ்வளவு அட்டன்டிவா இருப்பான். ரொம்ப கரெக்டா என்னோட கண்ணை மட்டும் தான் பார்ப்பான். அவ என்னோட பாடம் மட்டும் கிடையாது, எந்த பாடம் நடத்தினாலுமே அவளுடைய கவனம் சிதறவே சிதறாது. அதே மாதிரி கற்றுக்கொள்ளும் ஆர்வம், எந்த விதத்திலையும் ஒரு மதிப்பெண் கூட விடக்கூடாது அப்படிங்கிறதுல ரொம்ப கவனமா இருப்பா. படிப்புலயும் சரி, பாடம் நடத்துறப்ப டீச்சர்ஸ கவனிக்கிறதுலயும் அப்படி இருப்பா. அதே மாதிரி தன்னுடைய முயற்சியும் பயிற்சியினால்தான் தன்னை அவ உயர்த்தி இந்த பள்ளிக்கு பெருமை சேர்த்திருக்கா. அதே சமயம் சக தோழிகள்கிட்டையும் அவளுடைய கூட படிக்கிறவங்கள்ட்டையும் அவன் எப்படி இருப்பான்னு நான் பார்த்தேன்னா, சந்தேகம் கேட்டா கண்டிப்பா அவளோட நேரத்தை ஒதுக்கி அவங்களுக்கு சொல்லி தருவா. அதே மாதிரி அவளோட கம்மியா இருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கிறதுலாம் அவளுக்கு எப்பயுமே இருக்காது. எப்பயுமே பெருந்தன்மையா நல்லா சொல்லி தருவா. அதை தாண்டி அவளுக்கு மேலும் மேலும் கத்துக்கிற ஆர்வம் இருக்கும். பாடத்தை நடத்தினோம்னா அந்த பாடத்தை மட்டும் இல்லாம மேலும் மேலும் அதை சார்ந்து என்ன தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும் அப்படிங்கறத ஆர்வமா இருப்பா. அது எப்ப நாங்க தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டோம்னா அவ பேப்பர் திருத்துறப்பதான் இருக்கும். நம்ம சொன்னதையும் தாண்டி அவ எக்ஸ்ட்ரா நிறைய எழுதியிருப்பா. அந்த அளவுக்கு அவருக்கு என்னன்னா நிறைய தெரிஞ்சுக்கிற ஆர்வம். அதை அவளுடைய பேப்பர்ல எல்லாம் நல்லா பார்க்கலாம். சரியா? சரி, இப்ப பவித்ராவை தாண்டி நம்ம பரீட்சை எப்படி எழுதணும் அப்படிங்கறத மட்டும் பாத்தீங்க. இப்ப நீங்க சைக்கிள் டெஸ்ட் ஹேண்டில் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. 30 மார்க் 50 மார்க்குக்கு நீங்க எழுதிருக்கீங்க. இப்ப நீங்க உங்களுக்கு கொஸ்டின் கொடுத்த பிறகு பாத்தீங்கன்னா எதை எழுத போறோம்ங்கிறத சூஸ் பண்ணிக்கீங்க கரெக்டா. அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க ஆன்சர் சீட்டை எடுத்த உடனே அழகா எழுதணும், அடிக்காம எழுதணும், நல்ல புரியுற மாதிரி எழுதணும் அப்படிங்கறத மனசுல வச்சுக்கிட்டு நீங்க கொஸ்டின்ல தேர்ந்தெடுத்து எழுதுங்க. இப்ப நீங்க மாத பரீட்சை எழுதிருக்கீங்க. இதுல 1 வேர்டு எழுதுறப்ப கண்டிப்பா 1 2 இன்டீரியர் கேட்டிருக்காங்க. அதே மாதிரிதான் இனிமேல் எப்பயுமே வரப்போகுது. உங்களுக்கு கொஸ்டின் பேட்டர்ன்லாம் உங்களுக்கு மாறி இருக்கு. எப்படி இருந்தாலும் இன்டீரியர் நிறைய தான் வரப்போகுது. அதனால 1 வேர்டு எப்படி படிக்கணும்னா, நாங்க பாடம் நடத்துறப்பயே ஒரே நடையில எந்தெந்த பகுதியில வரலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்றப்ப அண்டர்லைன் பண்ண சொல்லுவோம். நீங்க அதையும் படிச்சுக்கிங்க. பெரும்பாலும் வருடங்கள் இருக்கிற இடத்துல எல்லாம் நீங்க நல்லா படிச்சுக்கலாம். அந்த வருடங்கள் கரெக்டா இருக்கிற மாதிரி நீங்க பாத்துக்கிங்க. அதே மாதிரி பாடத்துல ஆசிரியர் குறிப்பு, நுழையும் முன் இதெல்லாம் படிச்சுக்கிங்க. இன்டீரியர் அங்கதான் வரும். அதே மாதிரி செயல் பகுதியிலையும் அதே மாதிரி ஆசிரியர் குறிப்பெல்லாம் நீங்க தெளிவா படிச்சுக்கணும். அதே மாதிரி துணைப்பாடங்கிறப்ப அந்த ஆசிரியர் அவர் என்ன படைப்புகள்லாம் எழுதியிருக்காரு, என்னென்ன நிறைய நூல்கள் எழுதியிருக்காரு, அதை நீங்க குறிப்பெடுத்துக்கணும். மொழிபெயர்ச்சியில சான்றோர் சித்திரம் கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க. அவங்கள பத்தி கொஞ்சம் நல்லாவே தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். இன்டீரியர் அவன் அங்கிருந்து தான் கேட்கறான். புத்தகத்தை தாண்டி எல்லாம் எதையுமே கேட்கறது கிடையாது. அதனால புத்தகத்தை நீங்க நல்லா ரீட் பண்ணா போதும். ஒரே நடைய ஓரளவுக்கு நீங்க நல்லா வாசிட்டா அது இன்டீரியர் எது கேட்டாலுமே நீங்க அட்டன் பண்ண முடியும். அவ்வளவுதான். இது 1 வேர்டுல. அதே மாதிரி மேட்ச் அதுல கண்டிப்பா ஒண்ணு கொடுப்பான். அந்த மேட்சை நீங்க மாத்தி கேட்டுட்டாங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு நீங்க நம்பர் மனப்பாடம் பண்ணி எழுதிருந்தீங்கன்னா தவறா போயிடும். அதனால மேட்ச் படிக்கிறப்ப எதுக்கு எதுங்கிறத நீங்க ஒரு கோடு போட்டு படிச்சு அது எதுக்குரிய ஆன்சருங்கிறத நீங்க கரெக்டா தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு நீங்க அதுக்கப்புறம் இருந்தீங்கன்னா அந்த நம்பர் எப்படி மாத்தி கொடுத்தா கூட நீங்க கரெக்டா எழுதிருவீங்க. அதை பொறுத்துக்களை அவன் எப்பயுமே அந்த மாதிரி ட்விஸ்ட் பண்றதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. அதே மாதிரி 2 மார்க் கொஸ்டின் நீங்க ரொம்ப ஈஸியா இருக்கு, இந்த நோட்ஸ்ல 1 வரி இருக்கு, இந்த 2 வரி இருக்கு அப்படிலாம் படிக்காதீங்க. கண்டிப்பா 2 மார்க்னா ஒரு 4 வரியாவது எழுதுற மாதிரி நீங்க படிச்சுக்கிங்க. அதே மாதிரி அதுல செயல் கொஸ்டின் வந்துச்சுன்னா அதுல திருக்குறளா இருந்தா அந்த திருக்குறளை எழுதியே பதில் எழுதிங்கன்னா இன்னும் சிறப்பா இருக்கும். இது 2 மார்க்குக்கு. அடுத்து 4 மார்க் கொஸ்டின் வரப்ப கண்டிப்பா ரொம்ப பாயிண்ட் வைஸா எழுதினாலும் 8 முதல் 10 வரியாவது எழுதணும். அது பாராகிராஃப் கொஸ்டின் உங்களுக்கு. அவன் 4 மார்க் கொடுக்குறாங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பா நீங்க அந்த அளவாவது எழுதணும். அதுலயும் செயல் பகுதியா இருந்தா கண்டிப்பா நீங்க கொட்டேஷன் கொடுத்து எழுதுங்க. அதே மாதிரி இடஞ்சுட்டி பொருள் விளக்கு கண்டிப்பா ஒரு கொஸ்டின் வரும். அந்த இடஞ்சுட்டி பொருள் விளக்க கொஸ்டின் அது எந்த பாடல், அது யார் எழுதியிருக்காங்கிறத முதல் குறிப்பிடணும், அதுக்கு 1 மார்க். அதுக்கப்புறம் அது எந்த அந்த பாடலுடைய வரியையும் கூட திருப்பி எழுதி அதோட பொருள் எழுதலாம். சரியா? இந்த மாதிரி விளக்கம் கொடுக்கறது உங்களுக்கு முழு மதிப்பெண்ணா கொடுக்கும். அதே மாதிரி பாடல் இருந்து அவங்க இயர்ஸ் எடுக்கிறப்ப புக்குக்கு பேக், அதாவது புத்தகத்துக்கு பின்னாடி இருக்க கொஸ்டின் கம்பல்சரி நீங்க எல்லாமே படிச்சிருங்க. அதே சமயம் அந்த செயல ஒரு தடவை மனப்பாடம் பகுதி இல்லாட்டியும் ஃபுல்லா ஒரு தடவை வாசிட்டீங்கன்னா அந்த இயர்ஸ்ல அவன் இன்டீரியர் கேட்கற மாதிரி, அதாவது அந்த செயல்ல வேற வரிகள் கொடுத்தாலும் நீங்க எழுத முடியும். அதனால நீங்க அந்த பாடல் மனப்பாட பகுதி பெருசா இருக்கும், மனப்பாட பகுதி இல்லாம அவங்க கேட்கறப்ப அந்த பாடல் நீங்க படிக்காம இருந்தீங்கன்னா இஆர்சி கிட்ட எழுத தெரியாது. அதனால மனப்பாடி பகுதி அல்லாத செயலையும் நீங்க என்ன செய்யணும், ஃபுல்லா படிச்சுக்கீங்க. இது 4 மார்க். அடுத்து 2 மார்க் கேட்கறப்ப அந்த 2 மார்க்ல புத்தக பயிற்சி கேட்கறாங்க. அதுல அவங்க ஓனா 1-2 கொஸ்டின் கேட்கலாம். ஆனா கூட சாய்ஸ் நிறைய இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு அதுல. அதனால புத்தகத்துக்கு பின்னாடி இருக்கிறத நீங்க நல்லாவே படிச்சுக்கீங்க. அதுல இருந்தே நீங்க எழுதிக்கலாம். அதுக்கடுத்து வர 4 மார்க் திணை, துறை, அணி அதெல்லாம் இருக்கும். கண்டிப்பா அணி கேட்டாங்கன்னா இந்த பாடல இந்த அணி இடம் பெற்றுள்ளதுங்கிறத முதல் கண்டிப்பா குறிப்பிட்டீங்கன்னா அதுதான் கரெக்ட். அதை எழுதிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த பாடல் கொடுத்துருந்தாங்கனாலும் கொடுக்காட்டினாலும் எடுத்துக்காட்டு பாடல்னு அதை எழுதியிருக்க, அதுக்கப்புறம் அதுக்குரிய விளக்கம். சரி, அந்த மாதிரி 3 ஹெட்டிங் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கணும். அதுக்கடுத்து வர்றது நெடுவினா. நெடுவினால இப்ப கொஸ்டின் பேட்டர்ன் மாறினால கடிதம், கட்டுரை எல்லாம் வர வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. முந்தையெல்லாம் 2 துணைப்பாடம் கொடுத்து 1, 2 செயல் பகுதி கொடுத்து 1, 2 உரைநடை கொடுத்து 1 கேட்பாங்க. ஆனா இனிமேல் அதுல கடிதம்லாம் வர வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு, கட்டுரையும் வர வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. ஜென்ரலா கட்டுரை எழுதுற மாதிரி ஹிண்ட்ஸ் கொடுத்து எழுத வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. உங்களுக்கு குவார்டர்லி கொஸ்டின் வந்த பிறகு உங்களுக்கு எந்த மாதிரி பேட்டர்ன்னு தெரியும், அதுக்கு எந்த மாதிரி நீங்க உங்களை மாத்திக்கணும். சரியா? பெரும்பாலும் இது இன்னும் பாடம் உங்களுக்கு இன்னும் நிறைய நடத்தாதனால பொதுவா கொஸ்டின்லாம் எப்படி ஹேண்டில் பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கறது நீங்க தெரிஞ்சா போதும். ஒருமைக்கண் தான் கற்ற கல்வி ஒருவருக்கு எளிமையும் ஏமா புடைத்து உடையார் முன் இல்லார் போல் ஏக்கமுற கற்றார் கடையரே கல்லாதவர். அதாவது கல்வி எப்ப கத்துக்கிட்டாலும் நமக்கு 7 பிறப்புக்கும், இந்த பிறவில கத்துக்கிற கல்வி நமக்கு 7 பிறவியும் உதவியா இருக்கும். அதே மாதிரி ஒரு நிறைய செல்வந்தர்கிட்ட ஒரு வறியவன் போய் பிச்சை கேட்கிறப்ப எப்படி கேட்பானோ பணிந்து, அது மாதிரி ஆசிரியர்கள்ட்ட மாணவர்கள் பாடத்தை கத்துக்கணும் அப்படின்னு திருவள்ளுவர் சொல்லியிருக்காரு. சரியா? மாணவர்கள் எவ்வளவு ஞானம் பெற்றிருந்தாலும் ஆசிரியர் முன் பணிந்து அவர் கற்றுக் கொடுக்கும் பாடத்தை கவனம் படித்து பேரும் புகழும் பெற வாழ்த்துகிறேன். பேச வாய்ப்பளித்தமைக்கு நன்றி கூறுகிறேன்.
I am very happy to stand here because I was the class teacher for Pavitra. Very happy to see you here. Congratulations, Pavitra. Yes, now I am going to share few points to be followed in your exam. That is, carry your belongings for the exam in your school test. Whatever the teacher is saying, just you have to carry with you. You should not ask anything in the examination hall. This helps you. Yes, I would like to welcome our correspondent, sir. So first thing, carry your belongings for the exam in your school test onwards. You get practice. This helps you focus on your question paper only. You will not get any distraction. Avoid asking answers from your friends. Avoid striking the answers, overwriting. It spoils the presentation. So avoid using Pelicon. Don't bring Pelicon to the hall. Don't write extra question. This is very important. It will irritate the examiner. So those things you keep it in your mind. And while you are writing, so you have to prompt your answers with the bulletin points. That is very important. Choose the question wisely. Neat margin is must. Inside the margin only you must write the Roman letter, question number, everything. Presentation should not change from starting to end. Then leave space for each word and underline or highlight it wherever it needed. Draw a line after each question. For English, one word is very important. Definitely, it will help you to raise your score. So first you attend the one words. Then after you go to the next Roman letter. Then draw a line. Whenever you attend the one words, just near the margin you draw the line and write the options. Then you write the answers. So the presentation should be helpful for your scoring. Then next one is letter. So letter punctuation carries mark. So you concentrate on it also. Then the last one, comprehension. Comprehension, you should not give the answers not in a word. You have to give the answers only in sentences. Okay, only one thing I want to tell you. The result comes, we have to see the newspaper with, for chemistry, 4,000 sentences, for physics, 3,000, max 7,000 likewise. But English, we take only 60 sentences, 40 sentences. If you want to get in your life, you must score centum in English. That is very important because this is the easiest subject. Definitely, if you concentrate on English, it will help you in future too. It will give you a very good position in your life. So concentrate on English too. It will help you in your life. Thank you so much.
Students, good afternoon all of you. Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. It's your lunch time. I'm not going to eat your lunch time. Shortly I will complete, okay? See, like class manners, and first of all we have to follow this, like class manner and table manners. We have the exam hall manner also, no? So we have to follow the exam hall manner, behave in disciplined manner in the exam hall. You should not turn here and there unnecessarily. What you are not, that only you write in the paper, okay? You know the answer, even you know the answer. If you are turning after completing your answer here and there, the invigilators sometimes they may take wrongly, no? So you should not turn unnecessarily here and there in the exam hall during the exam time, no? And then you all well, I know that, no? Now you are preparing well for your exams. Okay, say as Pavitra said, no, you all stars that use the same pen to the exam. No, don't use your friends and relatives and your parent. They may gifting you to write a new pen to the exam, but you should not use that because the pen also must be practiced to write it fast. Okay, if you are the new nib hours that you are writing, start to write in the exam means it takes time to practice your handwriting. Now the presence also very important. So use the same pen and presentation is very very important. Okay, whatever you want to say, write neatly. Okay, present neatly in the exam paper and what is that? The paper correction centers. Particularly the matriculation students, English medium students, is they are expecting more answers from your side and need presentation also. Okay, if we give that, they will give full mark to you. Everybody, what's my expectation and our all expectation, teachers and our management, principals, VP ma'am and correspondent sir. What is that? Whatever expectation means, that is. This year only Pavitra standing in front of you. No? Next year, number of students will stand on the stage. No? You would stand on the stage and give speech to your future students. No? So, that is our expectations. You lay the foundation from today onwards, this minute onwards. Okay? To that, you have to be attentive in the class. If you are attentive, the one girl asked Pavitra, that what is that means how you are preparing, completing the homework and preparing for the exams also, like interior also you are studying, how it is possible, like she asked Petra. And if you are attentive, it is very easy. Now if you are attentive in the class, what the teacher say, what the words come out from the mouth of the teacher, if you are attentive, if you are clear the concepts with the teacher's teaching means it won't take much time to do your homework. Okay, you have plenty of time. and you may have joyful learning. No, it won't be burden to you. So during the class hours, be attentive. What the teacher is saying, listen carefully and put it into your mind. Okay, and at once after receiving the question paper in the exam hall, what is that? You must read the question paper. Okay, thoroughly. When you are giving 15 minutes time to read the question paper, isn't it? Why they are giving 15 minutes time to revise the question paper? At once you are reading the question paper, you find the answer to that question. Okay, and keep in your mind. Then during the right time after the bell ring, if you start to write, already you stored the answers in your mind. Then you can write continuously without any stop. No, see the exam timings are given with the what is it answers. No, how much answers you can write. You take this much time. Like that only they are preparing the question paper. Okay, so there is no time to see here and there and waste of time. Okay, if you are well prepared, you can utilize the time properly and you will all score marks. That is our what's that wishes also, and try what's that. Try to work hard now onwards. Okay, what is that? To that only we are giving the cycle test. To that only we are giving cycle test, Siruduli Perivella. No? Like that we are giving cycle test chapter wise and page wise we are giving. If you are preparing that well means you may get more marks in the board exams. Okay, and you will be the achievers and you will gain all the benefits from the education. Okay, so all the best dears. What is that? Start your work now onwards this minute onwards. Okay, what? Okay? Say okay. Say yes or no. Yes, sure. They will be the achiever. You will be the achiever. Okay? Thank you, dears.